Hey everybody, Ken Pearson here from Mothernode, and I'm excited to give you this great demonstration today on a new product add-on for Mothernode ERP and Mothernode CRM subscriptions called Handshake. And Handshake is an in-application referral system that allows you to connect to other trusted Mothernode users, so other subscribers that you may exchange business with on occasion. The benefit behind it is that when you use this system and you receive a referral and you accept that referral, then it goes right into your leads and opportunities without you having to type any new information about the referral that you just received. Of course, you can add on to it and then start putting it into your sales process, but it's a great way to increase revenue or sort of boost that sales activity by connecting to people that you already trust who are other Mothernode subscribers. So what we're going to do is that I'm doing something a little bit different this time. I've prepared this series of videos in a playlist that you can watch, and we're going to cover it from front to back. It's very, very simple to get started. And then if you want to look at anything going forward, you don't have to watch the entire video again. You can just go ahead and look at the relative sequences within the playlist that would solve your problems or answer your questions. Okay, so first of all, I'm in my Mothernode account right now, and there's a couple things I'm going to want to do to turn Handshake on. So the point behind this is that you don't have to have this feature installed in your system if you don't want to, but if you do want to be a part of the Handshake network and benefit from joining with other folks, connecting to other folks, and ultimately being able to send some referrals to them as well and receive some referrals from other folks, then you can go ahead and turn it on. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to go over here to your administration tab, assuming that you're an admin in all of this, because if you are, then you can see the tab. And where you want to go is over here to your company profile. Okay. So in this specific case, I have more than one location. If you didn't, then you jump right into the company profile. You'd come right into this screen that's coming up right here. Okay. Now, first and foremost, just like you have to do if you're a user of web forms, so if you already use web forms and you're doing the auto responses, then you've already done this, okay? But in this specific case here, you're going to have to activate your own SMTP settings, okay? So here's the rule of thumb, that anything within Mothernode that requires you to communicate with external parties, okay, B2B or B2C, then basically and it's done via email from the system, then you have to put in your own SMTP settings. So when you come here, this box won't be checked in. If you've never done this before, then all of this is going to be empty. But in this specific case, it's filled, and I'm basically saying use my SMTP settings when I have external communication components being used in this case, okay? So what that does is it prevents Mothernode servers from being spam when sending out emails to folks and such. So that's why whatever you're putting in here, just be conscious that, you're not trying to spam people, because you're going to be in trouble with your own server settings in this case. Now, I'm not going to go through a lot of this, but everybody who uses email has their own SMTP settings, okay? So in this specific case, we see what Gmail has here. Down here, everything is proprietary to my own account, okay? And then when you get finished with this, putting this information, what you want to do is you want to click Test SMTP Settings, and you should pass if all of this information is correct, all right? So where can you get this? Well, first of all, the one thing you can do is you can Google Gmail SMTP settings if you're using Gmail. If you're not, enter the word of the name of your provider in here, and something will come up that shows you what your SMTP settings are. Now, the SMTP settings that are global to everybody will be the top part here, but everything down below is going to be applicable to your specific account. So you'll have to have your username and password on file in order for this to work, okay? The other thing that you can do is that if you're using what's in your email account, I can open up my Outlook, and in this specific case, this is Outlook on the Mac. Mac Mail, OS X Mail looks pretty much similar to this, and you just can grab the information that's here, assuming that you know all of it to be correct, and then you can put it into your SMTP settings, okay? So the next thing you want to do, now that you've done this, you're going to go down here and you're going to save this, you're going to save that update, and then you're going to go over here to Handshake. There's a brand new tab that's in there. You may or may not have seen it yet. And what you're going to see in this specific case here is a little checkbox that says Use Handshake. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I want to activate Handshake for my Mothernode subscription, okay? So I'm now letting my company engage in the Handshake process with other customers so we can start trading referrals. So let's talk about what we're going to do here in this specific screen. First of all, I'm going to click use Handshake. All right, so I'm going to activate that. I can put in some keywords about my business. I also want to select my industry down here. So just for the sake of the demonstration, I go down here and say computer software. Then I have an up to 300 character limit. You can see I kind of got cut off here of using of a description I can provide for my company. So now this is going to be used for every user I enable to participate in Handshake. They have their own personal bio on the top, but down below it shows a little bit about their company. So when somebody wants to connect with me, they know that they got the right person. I'm connected with this company. Or if they want to connect with me and they want to see what it is that I do, then basically they can go ahead and they can this is how you can build your community of people who can refer business to you. Okay, so you can see which companies that they're with and what industries or what solutions they offer. Now down below is the most important part about this, is that number one, not everybody in your company has to be a member of the Handshake community. Okay, so if you're a small organization, you can put a couple of people in there. If you're a larger organization, then you want to focus on those who are in business development roles, okay, specifically sales, maybe even marketing and so on. Okay, so in this specific case down below, I have nobody. And there's a couple of people here that I want to include because they're in my sales department. So I'm going to take David Waters and Kelly Jenkins, and those are the ones that I want to have access to Handshake. Now, okay, incidentally, over here I am David Waters in this example. So I'm going to go down here, I'm going to click Save. And once I do that, the Handshake tab is now available to me. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this very quickly. But the one thing I want to note to you is that now when I go over this, two things come up. Number one, I have Handshake, which is where we're going to spend most of our time during this demonstration. And then I have the Handshake admin screen, which is the screen that's down here. Now, by the way, if I'm an admin, I will see the Handshake admin screen. If I'm only a member of Handshake, all I'll see is this specific screen. And we already know that I'm an administrator, so this is why I'm seeing the Handshake screen. So we're going to jump right into the Handshake screen and take an overview of what it is that we see right here. Okay, so this will conclude the first part of the video. We're going to go right into the next one.